Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and I'm back this time with my review of the Leonardo, Donatello, Raph, and Mikey Turtles in Training figures. Now, get a good look at them here in the packaging. These have been out for a couple of weeks as I understand it, but they're just now showing up in my area. Of course, the whole concept is these are very early mutated turtles. You know, they're just learning, all their weapons look wooden, which I think is a neat little gimmick. Reviewing them both at the same time because much like the standard turtles, if you get one, you're getting both of them. The read-up on both of these is exactly the same. If you'd like to read it, you can pause it right there and read it. The back of the card art features a lot more characters now. I did find, obviously, both these two packs and the Mousers. However, they picture Shredder, who was released at Comic-Con with his shiny metal detailing. This one's supposed to be the flat gray. I didn't see him. Don't know if someone bought him or if he hasn't been released yet. But either way, very glad to have these guys. Let's open them up. So here we have all four of the Turtles in Training out of packaging. And I've got to admit, these look like really simple little figures in the packaging, and they are, don't get me wrong. But I'm a lot more pleased with these than I thought I'd be. You know, there isn't a ton of articulation, but each one of them has a different little pose that you can put them in. And that's really nice to see. And they really got a lot of nice detail on them. You can see Raph still has the crack in his shell right there. He's got a little grimace. You can see how his brow is furrowed. He's kind of pissed off. Mikey's got the big smile on him. So that's really nice. Now the articulation, each one of them has this horrible little waist joint that's impossible to hide. So I mean, kudos for them for giving us another little joint, but I don't ever see posing them without it because it looks like their shell's broken. So, oh, that's unfortunate. You guys just got a peek at the old G.I. Joe collection there. But, so, as you can see Leo here, each one has a very nice little ball jointed arm. There's no other movement in the arm except for that. The head, of course, it does left and right. I don't really see any up and down on it. Of course, you saw the waist will do a full 360. And there's none at the leg. There's a couple of peg holes. You can see his swords. There's a nice little wooden detail. You can see some of the grain in it. So that's really cool. Of course, Donnie, his staff is over here. Some of the weapons you really have to pry into their hands, but once it's there, it's going to stay. Same articulation, which is really nice. I like that they kept the, you know, across the Playmates Turtle line, they're really keeping the shading consistent. You know, Donnie's the really light pale green, Raph is the dark green. I like that. Of course, Mikey, as you can see his nunchucks. Very nice. And Raph. Oh, I love this little pose I got him in. So, that being said, let's get a quick size comparison in here to, of course, who I'm going to have them posed with. Master Splinter, if I can make sure he's standing upright. So as you can see there, they're not too terribly small. I mean, they're definitely the smallest figures. Well, I don't have a size comparison with the Mousers yet because the Mousers aren't open. But they're some of the smallest figures that have come out from the current Turtles Playmates line. That doesn't mean they're bad by any means. I definitely think they're a great little addition. They're going to look great in front of Splinter. So, each one of the two packs runs you $8 and change. You know, so let's just say about $9 after tax. That is actually a pretty reasonable price, I think, for these guys. I can see how some collectors are going to pass on these, but for a Turtles fan who definitely loves, you know, all aspects of the Turtles, this is definitely a pickup in my book. That being said, this is JTrain997, and I'll see you soon, YouTube.